Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and today I've got a non-Newt, no Marius, no Sulfurion budget team. I don't know if this is as budget as you can get, but I think for clearing stage 30 in about 1 minute, it's pretty budget. Let me know what you think. We've got good champs in here. You don't need the Ascensions or the Blessings. They help, but you don't need them. But we've got Lydia plus Mithrala, the last fusion, Lady Noelle, and then albeit the two best epics in the game, but Seer and Geomancer. Let's press start. Let's see how it goes. It does seem a little random who Geomancer targets with his first burn, but after that, it's fine. So Lydia debuffs. They get a turn and strip us. Here, actually, looks like I got the speed tune slightly wrong. Okay, we got lucky. Geomancer burned the right person this time. That's good. If she tries to revive, it's fine. Lydia will block the revive. In fact, she died. It's okay. But yeah, that's basically how it works. We debuff with Lydia, then Mithrala is supposed to be faster. I'm not sure why she's not. That's a bit weird. Mithrala is supposed to then cleanse us because she will come and fear everybody. Mithrala will resist, of course. Mithrala is also in stone skin, so no stress. Mithrala is supposed to cleanse off the fear. And then because we got protection set on Lydia, we've got lots of buffs. Seer should just one-shot at the entire enemy wave, especially with the Mithrala buffs as well. And then Geomancer's burning the boss. And hey, you know, the more buffs we put on, honestly, the better. In fact, maybe I should actually let Mithrala do her A2, because the boss is going to keep taking extra turns and keep killing herself with the Geomancer Reflect. Okay, yeah, this first run, we're getting poisons from Mithrala as well. I'm still trying to sort of perfect this build. There we go. 1 minute and 11 seconds. Bam. Job done. Job done. Let me sell this. Let's actually tweak it. Let's see. Why was Mithrala not faster? 302, 301. It must be something to do with, oh, you know what it is? It must be Masteries messing with it. Okay. Well, let's let her buff up more. I think that's going to be fine. And this is the team setup, as you can see. What is important with this team? You need to be faster than 300 speed in order to crowd control in order to crowd control the Kaja. That's very important. And that's about it. You can replace Lady Noelle with anyone. The easiest might be a Carl, the Scourge, who will put an irresistible freeze. Maybe he's even a better option. Here we go. Okay, there we get the cleanse. I don't know. Yeah, it must be Mastery's doing something funny with maybe the Cupidus counterattack or something. But that's exactly what's supposed to happen, right? We debuff with Lydia. We buff up with Lydia. It triggers her AoE buff strip and fear. Mithrala cleanses it, gives us back buffs. We AoE freeze to stop them with Lady Noelle. And then Seer comes in, rips off our buffs and kills them. And then Geomancer is there to burn the boss, reflect all that lovely damage. And yeah, we're just going to spam buffs and watch. She just keeps smacking us and killing herself. It's simple. It's pretty effective as well, to be honest. And I think there's little room to go wrong, especially if you've got Lady Noelle. I think you should be fine because she's going to be healing so much and brings a revive. Even if something somehow goes wrong and you are going to get killed, I think you still pull through, basically. Reflex set on Geomancer would make it more consistent. Brimstone obviously makes it more consistent as well. We got a little bit unlucky with the Geomancer stuff right there. But yeah, we got plenty of protection. Okay, great. Now we've got the burn back on, and she should die fine and dandy at this point. I'm sure you could mix up this team and do some other stuff. Okay, it's about 1 minute 20. It seems pretty consistent, actually. But there you go. I think this is not quite 100% because it is... I think this is a 97% team. I say it's 97% because if Lady Noelle fails to freeze Kaja will cleanse her whole team. And then I think Seer doesn't kill them. So I think it's 97%. Still pretty good. We'll still take that. And yeah, that's sort of how it works. Simple, but effective. And I think achievable for people that don't have the Newt. So there you go. This is on the real game, by the way. So remember, important requirements. You must be faster than 300 speed, at least for the purposes of beating the Kaja, and you need 500, higher than 500 accuracy. I am using the Mithrala Aura to do that. right? Gives you a really good aura, which is helpful. If you don't need the Mithrala aura, you could use the Geomancer one, get more HP, help you survive. It's all good. We've got Lydia, the fastest 9-piece protection to try preserve her buffs for Seer to rip off. This is a difficult build. I think if you don't have protection, you could maybe still make it work. I don't know. You need to have enough buffs for Seer. That becomes a little bit more tricky. So I'm not sure what you would do in that situation. What you would probably have to do in that situation would be you're going to have to apply buffs some other way. What you could do, you could switch out the Geomancer, do it slower. So what you would do, put in a champion who puts out lots of buffs, trigger the boss to strip all your buffs in True Fear. Then you have Mithrala cleanse. Then you lock them down with CC. Then you have Lydia go. Maybe the boss will go again, but everyone will be locked down with CC, and she can't strip your buffs a second time. So then you would still have the Lydia buffs, and then Seer goes. And yeah, you're going to be slower without the Geomancer, but that would be a more budget way to do it if you don't have 9-piece protection. So yeah, you'd have to obviously speed tune it differently. Again, the order there would be first champion who's going to put out 2 buffs on everybody. Can be any champion in the game that does it, really. 2 buffs on everybody. Trigger the AoE buff strip and fear from the boss. Then you cleanse. Then you AoE CC. Then you debuff them again. The boss will ally attack, but you'll be protected. And then Seer rips off the buffs and kills all the adds. That's the strategy. Cool. Anyway, so Lydia, fairly essential. And I think Seer, relatively essential as well. Seer's build doesn't hugely matter. She just needs lots of crit damage, really, is all. And 100% crit rate, of course. And yeah, she just needs enough damage to one-shot the adds. Depends how many buffs you've got in there as well. We've got, I've actually been trying, I haven't tried it yet, but I've put it on, Provoke set on Mithrala. That's a cruising build right there. She is high speed. Again, she needs very easy to build her with enough accuracy and resistance because of her passive to resist the boss. I have her in 4-piece Stone Skin because I think that's just a good build. That also gives you some safety. It gives you like a second chance to stop the True Fear from the boss, which is probably a good idea. So Stone Skin on Mithrala, and there you are. Lady Noelle, it's an intense build in the sense you need the 300 speed and you need 500 plus accuracy. I've got her in 6-piece Stone Skin, 3-piece Pinpoint, which I think is very good. Yeah, this is my Noelle build. Obviously, get it if you got the soul for her. That makes it a lot easier, that extra accuracy. You can, of course, just slack on the HP and defense and slack on the sets and simply put her in like a bunch of perception or something to try get her with enough speed and accuracy. And Geomancer, I gave him reflex, is probably ideal. And yeah, again, he wants, I think 265 speed, have him be just as fast as the boss. And over 500 accuracy. Factor, you do need to, I'd say aim for 525 accuracy on everybody, including your aura. So yeah, be exceeding with the aura to make it as consistent as possible. And that's it. Simple enough. Oh wow, we're coming to the end of a run. I just did doing a couple more test runs. I think we do need to make Seer faster for it to be 100%. Wow, we actually, everything went wrong and we still cleared it. That's where some of that better gear would help. I actually think running that again, right there, guys, we do want Seer, I think, to be faster. I would try get Seer up to, yeah, give her extra speed. Can we actually do that without breaking her? Hopefully so. Let's see, primary stat speed. See what we've got equipped. I think getting her as fast as the boss is going to make this more consistent. I think she's a bit slow, and you can kind of have laps run around you, which is kind of bad. Rockmar, yeah, well, that's 5 extra speed. Hang on, let me see if I can fix this here. Okay, let's try like this. We're actually not stealing that much gear from people. We'll try get her to 262. Let's see how she should still be slightly slower than the boss. I'm just gonna save this so we've got our old build also saved here. Okay, it is good. Swap that. Fine, sure. We get more speed on this. No, she's very fast. Okay, well, let's see if this faster Seer makes it more consistent. Let's see. I think it should. Preferably we'd want her 366 speed, but let's see this. Because obviously she's also going to get pushed back. Maybe even like she's going to get pushed back a good bit by the temporal chains on the boss. The question is, yeah, okay, we do have it tuned properly there. That's good. The AoE freeze. She's burned. Seer goes. No, okay, this speed seems good. About 260. I think about 260 speed seems pretty darn good. And yeah, I think, like I said, I had that one run where stuff went wrong. We didn't kill people, and we still muddled through. So I think there is some room to breathe here. Yeah, I think you still fail if you don't crowd control the Kaja and she cleanses. But other than that, you're pretty all right. And like, yeah, once stuff is dead, the boss is no stress. So yeah, Seer coming in clutch. Again, I think this is a more accessible team for sure because Lady Noelle, very replaceable. You Carl the Scourge is the AoE freeze, 100%. Whatever, any AoE, 100% crowd control works. She just happens to be, it's very good arena build for her. 300 speed, 500 accuracy. It's pretty great. So it sort of all comes together. Geomancer, you do need, so Seer obviously is, you got to get a Seer. You'll get there eventually. Seer, Geomancer. I think this is the most budget team I've seen so far. Shout out to the guy who came up with it. The version I saw was with an Elva instead of Mithrala and a Ninja instead of Geomancer, and it was like a 2-minute team. So I think improved it to the Mithrala, who's pretty much guaranteed to cleanse you every single time and bring buffs for the Seer. And Geomancer, I think, actually better than Ninja. He's easy to build for it too. Ninja's hard to build for it. And you might not, you probably have Ninja if you're doing stage 30, but yeah, you would have Ninja if you're doing stage 30 at this point. But yeah, that's the team. 6-star Brimstone helps. Simple, hopefully pretty effective, relatively budget. So again, just one more time, because I did change the builds there at the end to improve it. I do think that makes a difference with Seer. So basically, you're coming in. Yeah. So for me, Lydia the fastest, Mithrala second in cleanses. Noelle then comes in. They all need to be above 300 speed. Geomancer 265 and Seer, I'd say just above 260 should do the job. There you go, guys. Hopefully it was helpful. Seer also does have 6-star Crushing Ren. That would help. So I can't tell you for certain what the damage requirements on Seer is to kill them. But considering you've got decreased defense, weaken, and you've got the Mithrala buffs, it should be okay. And again, remember, if you don't have the 9-piece protection on Lydia and you don't have enough damage, you can remove Geomancer. For this team is making it faster to kill the boss, but he is not essential. You can replace him with any champion that's faster, and you go in. So let's say Elva. I don't know. That would be a good one. Let's throw in like an Elva. Would be perfect. Even give us a speed aura, especially if you're lacking on the speed. You could come in. So you'd have Elva would go first, buff up, then you cleanse, then you freeze, so this would be your order. So this is another alternative. Elva the fastest, buff up, boss then comes in, strips your buffs. Mithrala cleanses and puts on new buffs. You then AoE freeze with her to stop them from acting. Then you debuff with Lydia and more buffs. Seer has plenty of buffs, loads of them. She's going to have strengthen, increase speed. She's going to have I guess the strengthen is, again, on a shield. She'll have 3 buffs on everybody to rip off. Maybe even an Elva A1 as well. Seer comes in, rips off the buffs, kills them all, and then you're good. Like with Elva, like Mithrala, you're not going to die, guys. You're not going to die. So you'll easily be able to wear the boss down. There you go. It's Seer composition. Smash through the boss. Hopefully it was helpful. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.